How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
when y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy, I got shit to do.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you? Like watermelons through like this.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Do you have a coochie?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time? Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Why do you think every Asian person is Chinese? That's like me saying to like a white person, hey, you're English.
I am English.
Why do you think a film or TV show is diverse just because there are 1 or 2 black people in it?
We're here too.
Why are the awkward nerd characters the only roles available for Asians in film?
We do a lot of other stuff too.
Why are all of you talking about our penises?
Why do you think Asians can't be the stars of movies? There aren't gonna be any Asian celebrities out there to cast if we haven't been given a chance yet.
Why do you think watching Korean dramas and K-pop makes you an expert on Korean culture? Like, does me watching girls make me an expert in white culture? It does.
Why do you cast white people to play roles that are meant for Asian people? I'm not gonna forget Emma Stone.
Why do you think saying namaste is an appropriate way to greet me?
Why do you think saying ni hao is a good thing to say to us? If you're not actually gonna converse with me in Chinese, I don't need to hear it.
Why do you think I eat dogs? I have 2 dogs.
Why do you think that Hindi and Hindu are the same thing?
Why are you so surprised that I can speak English well?
I was born in America.
Why do you always ask me, where are you really from? Because obviously I'm from my mom's vagina.
Why do you guys think it's okay to call me an immigrant or a foreigner? I was born in America.
Why do you think Indians aren't Asians? India is literally in Asia.
Why do you say it's basically the same thing when I tell you I'm from Sri Lanka and not India? They're different countries.
Why does a person of color automatically mean black to you? I'm a person of color too.
Why do you think all brown people are Indian?
Why do you think you deserve a high five for pronouncing my name correctly?
Why do you think including diversity in the workplace reduces the quality of work? I thought you thought we were all nerds.
Why do you think it's okay to call me exotic?
I mean, technically we're the largest part of the world population, so shouldn't white people be exotic?
Why do you think I can't see properly? Do you really think my eyes are that small?
Why is it weird when all Asian people hang out, but it's fine when all white people hang out?
So tell me, what does a sunburn feel like?
Why do you keep trying to justify yellow fever?
I don't know why they use fever for all these things. It's not a disease, it's just f***ing.
Why are we being stereotyped as cheap or stingy?
Maybe I'm just cost efficient.
Why do you think all Asian people are smart? I mean, when I was in high school, there was a Korean valedictorian. No, actually, there was an Indian valedictorian. Damn it. I guess you guys are right. Asians are smart. Have you tried that new white people restaurant? There's like a mayonnaise dish that is so mayonnaise-y.
Why do you take so long to get ready?
No, not okay. Are you serious?
That's a stereotype.
I know men that spend hours getting their hair cut.
I take about 15 minutes to get ready.
I don't take long to get ready.
I also don't take long to get ready.
That's one I can't answer.
But Linda here takes forever to get ready.
I do not leave the house until I look damn good.
Dudes are always like, oh, I like a girl who's natural. Buddy, if you saw me natural, you would scream like you were looking at Freddy Krueger, okay? You're like, this is a natural look. No, it isn't.
What do periods feel like?
Having a period is externally having to like look like this at work, and inside you're like.
Every month I'll get a little bit sad and I'll forget why, and I'll be like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I so depressed?
And then the next day,
I get my period.
It feels like, oh, did I pee myself? And then you go to the bathroom and you're like, no, just blood.
The consistency of like fake, of chocolate syrup coming out of you, it's like gross.
You just feel shitty. Circumcised or not? Why?
Oh, I don't want to make anyone feel bad. I've never seen an uncircumcised penis in real life.
It can actually make like the motion easier because there's more like,
Yes.
Well, everyone's genitals are beautiful. Okay, we live in a beautiful world of genitals.
I don't have a hard or fast rule. Who cares?
It really depends on the person attached to the penis. Why do you hate bras so much?
I feel like we don't have to answer that question as much as just like give you a bra, have you wear it for a day.
Bras hurt.
It's sweaty, it's elastic, it has wire in it.
It's like I hate anything that's gonna like constrict me for 8 hours.
Why do you take off your pants when you get home?
If no one ever said we have to cover these up, I would have never worn one.
What do you love most about being a woman?
Being able to inspire like other women.
I love other women.
The bond that women have with each other.
Yes.
I think it's just amazing that we can give life.
It'll be really cool one day to like be a mom and hopefully have a daughter and like that kind of a thing.
I think I just love women, so I like that I get to be one.
If we need to continue the human race, we don't really need men, but we definitely need women.
What if you went to the bathroom and blood came out the tip of your dick? And then you had to put paper over the tip of your dick all day.
Or a tiny, tiny tampon.
We lock eyes across the room. I choose you. Up in the gym, I try to pick up chicks. I whip out my pocket monster. Follow my instinct. Show my valor, it's a mystical thing.
I really want to prove that I'm the very best, so I wear my balls on the outside. Travel across the land, having random encounters to find the power that's inside.
She's so impressed by my charm and her Bulbasaur. Squirtle make her gravel no more. I wanna rock her till her eyes get misty. Hot as ash when we're getting frisky. She's drowsy, abracadabra, alakazam. This Magnemite, even victory bell slam. Don't wanna take turns till we're coughing and wheezing in one of us face. I said, you are such a wonderful water type host. And on a scale of 1 to 2, you're a dose. You're a dose.
Girl, I wanna take a peek at you while I'm blasting off again, and I call it Team Rocket when I do it with my friends. Wanna get it to you, jiggly-pup, with my wiggly tup. Fall asleep. When we start, you can have it 3 ways: hot, wet, or dirty, and let's give it a name. After my pinch of candy, you will never be the same, 'cause I don't want my venom off. My kakuna is hard and wanna tackle your unknown. Get my sand shrew into your sand slash and make a rapid dash for your Vulpix. I know it sounds far-fetched, but take a chance, see, I'm seeking your star. You should stop dittoing with that Electabuzz. I'll give you Poliwhirls with my Lickitung. It's got tons of experience.
She wanna be drilled
with my weed up. Have a fire bloom bloomed with my oddish. Have a tall grass groomed with my saber. Yeah, I wanna have her bury my dig bed. Article lingers at the end of the bed, and then I'm into your cloister with a slow poke. Put my canopy into your metapod. We let our butter free. Simultaneous. She's so impressed by my charm and her bulb is sore. The squirt will make her grab a little more. My status effect lingers, 'cause everything I do is super effective. I wanna be the very best like no one ever was. Travel across the land to please them is my cause. When it comes to girls, I gotta catch them all. No one can escape our master ball.